So for tonight for dinner, I'm going to be doing some beef flank steak. This will be easy because the kids will love this. I can also chop it up and put a little butter pasta together on the side. And then I saw this really awesome recipe, which I'm going to be doing a little bit of a twist to. But I have some sweet potatoes. I have some green tomatillos, cilantro, jalapeños, lime, carrots, scallions, and some queso fresco, which is basically like a cotija. It crumbles up. It's really good. So here's what I'm thinking for tonight. I'm going to put this stuff on a baking sheet, and I'm going to kind of slice this up almost like fries and bake this on a baking sheet. Then I thought it'd be really fun to make like a tomatilla or a green salsa and kind of put that on top of this and then put steak on the side. So still kind of keeping with my theme of having really healthy stuff, lots of greens, vegetables, and potatoes aren't super healthy, but they're so good and the kids like these, so it's kind of a good compromise, I guess. And then doing the steak, I also wanted to make a beet salad, but I feel like that's too much. So I'm probably going to do a side salad just as a simple green, like a bag salad, nothing too crazy, or maybe just a green salad with some lime vinaigrette to go with this. This could be super good, but I hope this turns out good. If it does, I will put a recipe in the link descriptions down below so you guys can try it too. But I'm really excited to see how this turns out. I did get quite a bit of steak because the kids love this, and if I have any left over, I can put it in their bento boxes the next morning. All right, guys, let's get cooking. To get started, I'm going to chop up some sweet potatoes. I did 2 different kinds, and I'm going to make them into like steak fries, so nice and thick. And I'm going to be doing a little carrot in here as well. Just chop them up to look like French fries, and we're going to be baking that in an oven for about 30 minutes at 375. I like to fully coat these in some beautiful olive oil and just get them really nice and crunchy. These turn out so good. Towards the end, I will show you, I like to add scallions towards the end so it has like a little onion flavor to it, but I also add a wonderful seasoning, which I'll share with you guys, that I picked up from Trader Joe's. I decided to add some carrots to this as well, just add a nice vegetable for the kids, and I'm just going to get that on the sheet with everything else. When you put it on the baking sheet, try to keep everything separated, so you may have to use 2 if you need it. The other thing is, I always like when I'm doing these to actually coat them with the olive oil, and I like to use my hands because then I rub it in before I wash my hands, and it just makes them nice and soft, and it just feels so good. So I'm going to get all of these on here, sprinkle a little salt, and then I'm going to be using this really wonderful seasoning called Elotes, which is really good on corn. I usually use it with corn, but since it's not corn season, I thought I'd add it on here, and it'll be so good with the queso fresco as well. All right, let's pop that in the oven, and then we're going to get started on our beautiful tomatilla salsa. So for the tomatilla salsa, I really do love using these. You can also make fried green tomatoes, which I did last year for St. Patrick's Day. I made fried green tomato sandwiches for the kids, but give these a nice wash, and then we're just going to chop these up in little squares. You can roughly chop them. It's not, you don't have to do too much. What I like about these as well is they also aren't super juicy like a traditional tomato, and the flavor is so good. Tell me down below if you guys like tomatillas or not. It's so funny. When I made this, I think I put it on my Instagram, and so many of you said you'd never heard of these. So definitely check them out. They're always in the tomato section at most grocery stores. So we're going to add that to a bowl. Then I'm going to roughly chop some cilantro and some jalapeños and get those in. I'm also going to be adding in some garlic, and then we're going to season this and get it all mixed up. And I like to let it set for a little bit with some olive oil on it. That way the flavors kind of all blend together. I want you, hit you up. I'm on the other side. I miss you, miss you. Since I had the scallions out already, I decided to take a couple and add them as well. They taste so good in here. I want to get everything chopped up and mixed up, but they really are delicious. I will link this recipe down below if you are looking for a beautiful green salsa that you can make. They're also good with chips or anything else. This would be great over fish, steak, really anything. I'm going to be adding a little bit of lime juice. That'll bring in the nice, instead of using vinegar, just bring in a nice flavor, nice and bright. You could also use a grater and put in some of the lime zest as well, which would be really good. This turns out delicious this way, but you can add or subtract anything to make it as delicious as you would like it.
Got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof. Bottle your taste.
After about 15 minutes, I like to check on our little fries here and start to flip them over. That way everything gets nice and crunchy. You can definitely do this or not. You don't have to. I just like it to be crunchy on all sides. So I'm going to do that. Throw those back in for another 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and season this with some really simple seasoning, maybe a little smoked paprika, garlic seasoning, whatever you guys like. And then I'm going to go ahead and cook this. It's a little larger than I can put it in one pan. So I'm going to cook it separately. That way I can do one and then the other. I made one a little more rare for my husband and and then I fully cooked the kids. Once that's done, go ahead and pull out your French fries and get everything else you need to put on top. You can really add anything you want. I added scallions, and at the very end, I'll add a little queso fresco, which is so yummy. I actually turned the oven off because I don't want to fully cook the cheese. I just want it to nicely melt on top, but this is one of my favorite dishes. I am definitely going to be linking this down below. Since we are a family of 6, I wanted to show you guys how I prep dinner. We always cook the same thing that we eat is always the same thing the kids eat. So I just do a little different, maybe an abbreviated version for the kids, depending. Like they probably aren't going to enjoy the salsa as much as we would. So I will omit that, but then I'll add maybe a fruit or a vegetable. The kids wanted a little butter pasta tonight, which I thought would go delicious with their steak. So I'm going to go ahead and add that on here as well. And I will share everything with you at the end.
Deep into this flow, a zero-sum game that I will lose. There's no zipping past it. Every time you walk away from me, I want you. How could I want you more? Or when did I lose my perspective? Oh God, have I lost it? But my cravings for you so shameless, can't get enough. I've lost you. But I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you.
So for our plates, I added the beautiful French fries. I'm going to add some steak, and in the middle, I wanted to add the green tomato tomatilla salsa, which I just love. This is a really fun dish. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you would like to download the recipe, I will definitely link it down below. Tell me what you guys think about the planner, how you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys had fun. I can't wait to join you in the next video, which I think is going to be my St. Patrick's Day decorate with me. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Definitely hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.